Hi, Davi here, and today we have a new episode in the art session series. And today we'll be doing a voiceover of a recent session I did. So it took around 21 minutes, 20 minutes in total, real-time version. So it was a very fast, not very fast, but it was a rather quick sort of study. And I think in the last episode of the art session series, I did a lot more drawing than painting. So I decided for this episode, or for this session, that I was gonna do something more painterly. And in fact, I went for an environment instead of like one specific subject. You know, with the background or canvas just being like an empty or just white. I decided to go for a full sort of piece, and it's been a while since I've done like a full image. And by the way, for this piece, it's actually a study from a reference which I found on. There's a site called Film Grab. I do recommend that site. I recently found it in some YouTube video. Someone recommended it. But what that site does is it finds like the most interesting frames from a movie or film, and then it just showcases them in like one sort of page. So, and my recommendation is that you hit the random post sort of button at the top menu of the site. So it kind of generates like a random movie to get the frames from. So I forgot the name of the movie, but what interested me was this shot of this like sunset. You can see the sun sort of just setting in the back a little bit, like it's just the tip of the sun, and you can feel the sort of dusty, kind of a dusty, deserty vibe. Maybe it's in California, who knows? Just based on the palm or the palm trees in the environment. And I did try to do this painting via layers because I do recommend the work of John Park if you're interested in more efficient ways of managing your layers, especially if you're doing something that's also painterly. I think John Park has a good system for doing that. I think I did buy some of his tutorials back then. But even though I did try doing that, I eventually ended up flattening all of the everything, just because I felt like it's easier for me to paint directly instead of going back and forth between layers. So that's something that it's more of I could force myself to learn to be more organized with my layers and have like more sharper edges. But if I feel like I'm fighting with myself when I do that, so I'd rather just not. Maybe in the beginning I'll set some layers to make it kind of simple, or just set like the initial atmosphere, sure. But eventually I'm not gonna get attached to those layers. I'm gonna eventually mix them, flatten them all together, and then from there I can paint over on top of them. And I think in the beginning I did try zooming in a little more. Like you can tell the canvas was rather big, like it's occupying a large portion of my screen. But eventually I realized that it kind of wasn't going the way I wanted to. So I went for just zooming out and seeing things from a more thumbnail from more of a thumbnail sized view. And I think that helped, because you don't need to be so detailed when you're doing this kind of study, especially if it's kind of a quick study anyway. And I think you're gonna gain more from doing these sorts of faster studies instead of because I feel like if I wanted to, I could copy the image 1:1, but what am I really learning by doing that? I mean, I already have the skill of observation. Like I can copy things to like a photographic level, so that's cool. But at that point, it's more of an exercise than anything, right? And I feel like I'm being brain dead when I do that. So by keeping the session kind of short and by not focusing on the details, I'm kind of learning how to be more efficient with my strokes, right? For example, I did struggle with illustrating the trees, especially the ones in the foreground, the darker ones, the ones closest to you. Like, how do you simplify a bunch of leaves or trees together? So this study was able to point that, or I was able to see that struggle or that kind of lack of understanding that I had when it comes to painting trees. So I think this was a good first step to learning a little something about how trees work as like a volume, like how do they look as a silhouette. And I think this good reference, or this solid reference I had from this like movie had a good enough view of these like palm trees in the foreground, like it directly in the middle of this whole painting, at the bottom half anyway. And it gave me that opportunity to just learn or try and break that down. And I mean, it's not the only thing that you can learn, but it's everything, right? Well, not everything, but it's just a general vibe of something. Like even adding that bit of glow in the sun. I think I used an overlay layer for that, just a little bit to make it like shine, to pop out more. I didn't have to do that, but to me it just felt like I needed to add just a bit of something to make that sun just a little more interesting. And yeah, so not much to say, but it was a good painting. It shows you that, because I think I had an episode before the last one where it took me around 16 minutes to paint it, and I believe I was painting like a character, like an anime character, but everything was in like black and white. So this one, it does have color, although most of it is like analogous, meaning it's all from the same like hue area. It's all like orange or red, orange or brown. So it was kind of easy to do the colors. But yeah, 20 minutes. It doesn't take too long to do like a study or a quick painting. And I do recommend to use reference, right? If you don't know what to draw or paint, just have a nice photo to study, a nice frame from a film or anime you're interested in, or whatever. Or it could also be another art piece, right? Or another person's or artist's sketch, painting, illustration. And you can learn this by copying, but not copying things totally, like 1:1. I think what helps is if you do quicker studies, and number one, but also if you approach it as a thumbnail kind of painting, meaning it's not that big or large of a painting, like you're trying to get the mood of that thing, I think you're more likely to be able to capture something from the reference you're studying. Because again, if you just get lost in the details, you're gonna get lost in the details, and I feel like you're just not gonna be learning as much when you have that like photocopy mindset. So just try to get the gist of what you're painting, and I think you can learn a lot. And you're also kind of you're keeping the habit of painting, right? Sometimes it's not always about learning something new. Sometimes it's just important to keep the habit going. And I feel like if I don't paint, I just like something is wrong inside, like something is bothering me, or I just feel like guilt or something. It's just not healthy for me anyway. So yeah, hopefully this episode helps you to do your own studies. Again, it doesn't have to take too long. The real-time version of this is like 20 minutes. And oh, by the way, when I ended this painting, or the way I ended this whole study, I flattened everything, right? And once I was done painting on top of the flattened image, I decided to sharpen it, add some noise, and then add an RGB shift effect. Those are like my 3 final finishing touches to the whole image. So you can try that. Sharpen the image, add some noise, and add a slight RGB shift effect. And yeah, so there you go. Bye.